Today we celebrate the feast day of Saint Damien of Molokai. I was very fortunate during my time in Hawaii to travel to Kalaupapa, the leper colony in Hawaii, where Saint Damien and Mother Marianne came to serve those who were exiled to the small piece of land. They were quarantined. The first thing you notice in Kalaupapa, on the sacred land, is how beautiful and prestige it is. Nature runs wild, the oceans are clear blue, dolphins and whales swim close to the shore. In many ways it's a paradise, but for many, initially, it was a hell. They were rejected by society, told to leave their families, many as children, to go and live among strangers, all with the same disease of leprosy. In today's reading, St. Peter begins his letter today with the line, "Beloved, come to him, the living stone, rejected by human beings, but chosen and precious in the sight of God." St. Damien came to Kalaupapa to preach this very message. But St. Damien did more than come as a priest and just preach. He organized the people of Kalaupapa. He built structure among the people. He fundraised to get money to build a church, a small school, hospital equipment for the people who were suffering the most. But most importantly, he brought dignity and respect to the people that he was serving. But St. Damien did more than just come and preach. He helped fundraise to build a small school, to build the church, to build a small hospital and get supplies. He wrote letters across the world, telling people about these people of Kalaupapa, encouraging them to donate, and giving those people who are exiled, quarantined, a sense of dignity and hope. He ensured that everybody in Kalaupapa, no matter what age they were, what stage of life they were, that they could contribute to this community, that they belonged and they had a new purpose. Jesus says in today's gospel, "In my house there are many dwelling places." There's a beautiful image that to be Catholic doesn't sometimes mean that we're all the same. We all have different personalities, different ways sometimes we express our faith, but we unify around communion. Each of us has our place, no matter what age or stage of life we are at. Saint Damien lived out this gospel message. He trusted that the Father in him would do the work and accomplish great things. And it was done. Jesus promises this. He says, "Believe me that I am in the Father and the Father is in me. Whoever believes in me will do the works that I do and will do greater ones than these." Jesus is challenging us to get in touch with our divine spark that is connected to God, to see the divine spark in others that is connected to God, in the same way that Saint Damien saw the divine spark in the disfigured lepers who were quarantined in Kalaupapa for their whole life. I'm reminded of the great work that we're doing right now at the mission school in Gujarat, India. In many ways it's very similar. We're starting the foundations, we're building a school, we're given hope, we're given dignity, and we're given the opportunity to allow Christ to work through us, to serve the poor, to serve those who may be rejected. This is the gospel passage as a community that we're living and we must celebrate. And on this feast day of Saint Damien of Molokai, we wish all mothers a happy Mother's Day. Amen.